Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Fruit of Grisaia. Im letzten Part, ja, haben wir jetzt zwei Schwestern am Hals und es wurde sich über unser Essen beschwert, das uns dann gleichzeitig auch noch aufgegessen wurde. Und jetzt sind wir mitten in einer Diskussion von wegen Essen und wie es dazu kam und alles. Nun bin ich mal gespannt, wie es jetzt weitergeht. Ja, wir hatten ja noch die Diskussion von wegen, oder gedankliche Diskussion, Monolog innerlich und so, dass wir, ja, damals bei unserem Meister, eher gesagt Meisterin, ja, ständig immer nur so einfaches Futter draufgeschmissen bekommen haben und deswegen eigentlich alles gewohnt sind und einfach nur das essen, was uns die nötigen Nährungsstoffe gibt, aber ohne weiter Zeit zu verschwenden. My current emphasis is on low effort, nutritious food is the product of the way they did things at my previous school. Ja, einfach nur die Nährstoffe zu sich nehmen und alles ist gut, Körper lebt. Es muss nicht unbedingt lecker sein. Und wenn man das ab kann, kann man einfach alles essen. Ja, ich wünschte, jedes Essen würde einfach gut schmecken, dann würde es genauso sein. Aber egal. Pardon, my French, but at that place, the principle was eat fast, shit fast. In the morning we were kicked out of bed at 6 a.m. sharp for roll call, exercise and running. And once all that was done, everyone made double time to the mess hall for breakfast. The way the schedule worked out, we never had more than a few minutes to eat that meal. Anyone who took their time would get a dressing down from one of the seniors. So everybody stuffed whatever food they could grab into their mouth and forced it down their throats as fast as possible. Ist aber auch nicht gesund, wenn man Essen jetzt die ganze Zeit runterschlingt, anstatt schön anständig zu kauen. Lunch was slightly different, in that the sheer amount of food they gave us became a challenge. The piles of meat and vegetables would have been hard enough to handle alone, but they'd throw in a heaping bowl of rice as well. We were expected to cram all that into our stomach in about 10 minutes, washing it down with miso soup. Naturally, we weren't allowed to leave a scrap of food on our plates. Vomit it up and they'd tell you to push it all back down again. In other words, the taste was not exactly the first thing on our minds. Ja, alles was man wieder auskotzt, einfach wieder runter zu... dann lassen wir es. Das ist nicht schön. I never enjoyed eating that much in the first place, so once my meals became outright painful, approaching food in a purely business-like fashion felt like the natural response. Nothing but rice and beans for lunch might seem sad to Harmony, but I am not fighting my friends for a can of food, and I've even got fruits as a dessert. By my standards, this is a high-class, elegant meal.
だいたいさ、その食べなきゃいけないから食べるみたいな顔、なんとかならないの?
If my face is putting you off your food, I suggest you don't look at it.
もう、可愛くないな。綺麗なお姉さんがお弁当を作ってあげるって言ってるんだから、素直にありがとうって言っておきなさいよ。
Huh.
何よ。
Nothing. Yeah, you're right about this one. Sorry.
何？急に素直になったな。気持ち悪い。
Ja, was nu? Das eine oder das andere. Well, can't hurt to play along once in a while. To tell the truth, I had a similar discussion in the past with another pushy woman. ended up turning into an outright fight. A certain busybody German had this habit of coming to the mountain cabin where I lived with my master, mainly to subject us both to shrill, nagging sessions. She'd barge in, clean up without even asking permission, make food nobody asked for, and then leave just as quickly. I think the woman must have gotten some sick pleasure out of it. One day in particular, I got pretty indignant when she put away some book I was in the middle of reading. I ended up firing off the line, "You're not my damn mom," with predictably unpleasant results. Well, it wasn't exactly the first time we'd fought, and it's true that I found her constant meddling annoying. So I honestly told her as much. Serious mistake. The woman in question already a full-grown adult spat out the supremely childish word, "Fine, see if I care." And then, of all things, she broke down in tears, leaving me in a complete bewildered panic. Since that disastrous experience, I've learned a lot about how to handle women. The first lesson, knowing when to back down, is crucial. Don't resist a woman's kindness. When a woman gets worked up, words won't get through to her. And the most troublesome lesson of all, women of the busybody type remember the smallest grudge through all eternity. By the way, ist diese Frau JB gewesen. I'm happy you're willing to make lunch for me, but don't feel like you have to do it every day. I'd appreciate it when you have the time.
ごめん。さ、別に私、親切の押し売りをするつもりとかじゃなくて、なんていうか。
I know your intentions were good, Amane. I don't have a reason to refuse that would satisfy her. Not one I can bring up here, at least. Anyway, I'm not looking to make the atmosphere in the classroom awkward over something like this. As for Amane, I don't know how she interpreted my sudden change of tune, but she sounds downright contrite about her aggressiveness. We're both being mature about things all of a sudden. Guess the two of us are still capable of being reasonable with each other. Seems like a good sign.
とにかくお弁当にしようよ。私お腹が空いたのよさ。
Aber hast unser Dreiviertel Mittagessen aufgegessen.
あんたユージのおかず全部食べちゃったじゃないの。
Oder alles. Das geht auch.
いつの間に誰だ。いや、お前だろ。
Well, a healthy appetite is a good thing.
そんなこと言ってると、おにぎりもリンゴも全部食べられちゃうわよ。リンゴはイチゴの次に好きなのよさ。ほほー、こいつはとっても美味しそうなのよさ。
Yeah. Übrigens hat sie im Japanischen, glaube ich, nicht right after strawberries gesagt. Ich habe jedenfalls nicht Erdbeeren gehört.
あんた今朝リンゴ食べてきたでしょうが、意地汚いことしないの。
I don't really mind giving her the apple, but I thought you said Makina didn't have that big of an appetite.
まあ、なんというか食事のバランスが悪いのよね、この子。食べない時には全然食べないし、食べる時には人の3倍くらい食べちゃうのよ。
Sounds like a bit of an exaggeration. I drop my hand on Makina's head with a thumb. Where would the kid be storing all that in this tiny body? Was heißt lagern in diesem scheiß Körper? Diese Energie wird sofort verbraucht.
私もそう思うけど、実際食べるんだもの。ご飯食べた直後だってのに、お腹空いたって言い出したりしてさ。まあ、そんな日もあるさ。ねえよ。
Strange. Maybe she works like a mole or a rhino? Inefficient at absorbing energy from her food. So she has to keep stuffing herself or she'll starve to death?
話してると時間なくなっちゃうよ。とにかくお弁当にしよう。マキナ、手伝って。おう。
For a second, I thought I saw a shadow fall across Amane's face, but she and Makina quickly get to work. They drag nearby desks and chairs up to mine, creating a large island.
大したもんじゃないけどさ、遠慮しないで食べて。
Amane pushes one of the stacked lunchboxes at me. Inside, there's deep-fried tofu covered with red bean paste, scented with thinly sliced boiled daikon radish. Not to mention broccoli with sesame sauce, fried burdock root, Kyoto-style grilled mackerel, and chicken meatloaf. Together, they make an amazingly well-balanced and elaborate meal. Holding back at this point would be downright rude. I thank her for the food and extend my chopsticks to the sliced daikon radish. Huh. Amane's cooking is somewhat light on the seasoning. I'd noticed as much before when I had dinner in her room, but to my tongue, used to preservative and artificial coloring, her food seems extremely gentle. Probably because I haven't eaten real home cooking in a long time. It tastes even better than I'd expected. Delicious.
なんて?
Amane, you really are an excellent cook.
だから何度も言ってるのよさ。アマネは上手だよって。まあ、料理屋の娘だしね。っていうかさ、この前だって私の手料理食べたじゃん。
Yeah, true. The dinner in her room was a simple stew, and the main ingredients were just some of the shelf fish products, so there weren't any real surprises. But this meal has the vaguely nostalgic essence of home cooking. The taste calls up faded memories of the meals my mother served me. Honestly, it's a bit of an emotional jolt.
うちの母親がね、アホでもおへちゃでもかましまへんけど、料理だけは覚えとかなあきまへんえってさ。
Und da ist wieder der
子供
Akzent.
の頃から料理はよく教わってたのよね。ね、お兄ちゃん、私が食べさせてあげよう。卵がいい？はい。
Warte, keine Antwort, aber ich nehme das Ei gern. No, I'll feed myself, thanks. Even eating with others like this is a concession on my part. This is going way past ticklish and into seriously awkward territory. Makina thrusts the omelette toward my nose with a clumsy grip on her chopsticks. I instinctively pull back and turn a frank scowl in Amane's direction. Hey, Amane? Do something about this girl, or so my glance was intended to convey, but instead Amane bites her lower lip lightly, and an irrepressible smile spreads across her face. Grabbing a Kimpira burdock root with her chopsticks, she presses it toward my face, which I turned away from Makina's attack.
Hi.
Brutus. Bitte was? Et tu? Weil jetzt fangen wir hier mit Latein an. Ja, Latein. Dann ergibt Brutus auch ein bisschen Sinn, obwohl ich gerade nicht mal weiß, was Brutus heißt.
こんなに可愛い女の子が両手に花状態であーんだよ。王様待遇じゃん。そうなのよ。そろそろ空気読め。
That's my line. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Theoretically, I should gain distance, then suppress each target individually. Step 1. I need a chance to take evasive action. Have to create some sort of distraction. Everyone in this room is now a potential weapon of last resort. My frantic gaze settles on Sakaki, sitting alone in silence, picking food from a catered lunch with her chopsticks. Sakaki, I'm begging you! As Sakaki glances towards us out of the corner of her eye, I send her a desperate SOS with my gaze. Her own silent message follows. Please, don't think you're going to drag me into this. A truly cold and heartless answer. A brief "please try to eat a little more silently from your mouth" could save my life. And you abandon me? I've just witnessed with my own eyes the tragic moment. Long years trusting in a superpower's umbrella, forbidden from developing a military, still shedding blood and sweat in defense of our nation, all come to naught. Sakaki, my friend and ally. In the end, was I nothing to you but a shield against the menace of Amane and Makina? A sacrifice to suffer in your place when the time came? No reason to despair, Kazami Yuji. From the start you were a mere pawn in the great game, a dog kept alive on the whims of your masters, and you threw away the right to expect mercy from God a long time ago. Didn't you know as much? It's too late now to think of the national interest. All that's left to me is to embrace this moment of reckoning, endure the unendurable, suffer the insufferable, find the cool serenity of still water.
こういうの鬱陶しいかな。
Das war ein langer Monolog, aber ja. What?
こういうさ、私の押し付けがましい仲良しごっこに付き合うのって正直しんどいと思うし。
Also, wenn ich mir den Blick von ihr mal angucke, dann sagen die Augen, es steckt mehr als nur das, was sie gerade sagt, dahinter. Beziehungsweise sie denkt noch an irgendetwas anderes.
そっとしておいてほしいとか、鬱陶しいって思うかもしれない。でもさ、私はこういうやり方しかできないし、他の方法が思いつかないのよ。ユージの過去に何があったかなんて知らないし、知ったところで何もしてあげられない。ましてや同情するつもりもない。されるだけ惨めだって知ってるしね。これはさ、私が私を慰めるためにやってるエゴだから、悪いけど我慢しなさい。というか諦めて。わかったら、はい、口を開けて。
Wo bleibt der sarkastische, trockene Kommentar von der Yuji? Darauf warte ich gerade die ganze Zeit. This Suamane woman is too clever at times. When she puts it like that, no matter how badly I want to escape this situation, there's no way I can bring myself to run away. Aufstehen, weg? That ruthless way she cuts off my path of retreat is nostalgic in a way, reminds me of my big sister. Then again, compared to Kazuki, I guess Amane's methods are almost charming. As that thought passes through my head, the tension naturally drains from my body and I let my mouth fall open. The kinpira she throws in my mouth has that same simple light seasoning, the same taste of home. Yeah. The food is good, to be sure, but what's with this stifling feeling? The reassuring taste of home cooking, the experience of eating with others. These are exactly the sort of things people associate with intimacy and happiness. But in counter-reaction to the peaceful atmosphere, a dark thought spreads through my mind. I shouldn't be sitting here. My chest feels tight. Drawing breath is uncomfortable. I'm off balance. I know exactly why. I've spent 1.5 years since my master's death keeping my distance from others. In that time, I've grown starved for this sort of contact. And I don't want to admit that to myself, because that means facing the question, do I deserve an ordinary life? Do I have the right to an everyday routine existence living for small moments of happiness? Und sie antwortet einfach so, während wir das denken. Ist das nicht schön? Könnte man meinen. Ja. Yeah.
そうなのよ。男の子なんだからいっぱい食べてまるまる太らないとダメなのよさ。はい。
Look, I told you I can feed myself. I've got to get used to this sort of thing sooner or later. I want to believe that, but there's a part of me that can't. Even now, there's a nagging discomfort in the corner of my mind. There's always a side of me that accepts, and a side of me that denies. And in a fight, the side that denies always come out on top. I guess that's the first thing I should try to fix about myself. Is there a reason I can't stay broken? An obvious question, but I think I'll leave it for another time. Can't I stay broken? Das ist mal eine schöne Frage. Und irgendwie habe ich so das Gefühl gehabt, in diesem Part, auch wenn er nur 23 Minuten geht, mehr gelabert zu haben als im Part, der 30 Minuten geht und ich kontinuierlich nur labern musste bei Geschichte. Aber wie dem auch sei, Mittagspause zu Ende, was auch immer jetzt passiert, sehen wir dann im nächsten Part. Ich sag bis dahin, viel Spaß und tschüss.